Hi guys, it's Bella, by the way. Thank you so much for watching my video today. Before you do anything, are you subscribed? Because if you aren't, you should subscribe to my channel. Like, really? But yes, today we're going to be doing this orange look. Wow, so different for spring. Oh my god, no one's ever done it. I'm not used to wearing this much color, but I kind of like the way it turned out. So I think this is a really nice in-between if you're not one for a lot of bright colors and you like a little bit more neutral tone stuff. I feel like orange is a great settling point. So if you like this look, be sure to continue watching this video. Alright, so I just primed my lips with the Bite Agave lip mask. It's the champagne color and I love this stuff. So I just use this to just sort of plump up my lips while I do my makeup because it really sinks in and absorbs. So I'm going to take my Urban Decay eyeshadow potion primer, the anti-aging one. I just opened a new bottle and oh my god, thank god, because it's one of these like tube ones with this applicator that like pushes air in. Oh, it makes such a mess, but I love this product so much, so it's a lot. Alright, but it's a new bottle. Yay! Then I'm going to take my Jaclyn Morphe palette. I'm gonna go into this color right here. It's slightly darker than Silk Creme, which is the one I normally go for, and I'm just gonna put that in the top upper corner. Alright, cool. Now that I have that, I'm gonna go in with this orangey color right here. I'm gonna swirl around, tap, and really go into that corner now. And I want it to angle out a little bit, so I'm going to create a little corner right here. So now that the corner is created, I'm going to take this small little brush and I'm going to tap it into this sort of reddish orange right here. I'm going to mix it in with this orange right here just to soften it up a little bit. Tap it off, and then I'm just going to take this directly into my crease. Right here. First I'm just stamping it in. Oops. Really messy, I know, but don't worry. We're gonna blend it out. See? Not bad, huh? Alright, so I'm gonna go in with the same eye and then we're gonna move forward. So I'm gonna take a clean blending brush and I'm just gonna go over this area again to really blend everything out. So before I go any further, I'm going to take the single shadow from ColourPop. It's called Hear Me Out. And it's this nice like nude color. And it's really pigmented, which is what I like. And I'm just going to take a clean brush, brush that in, and then pack it on right under my brow bone to create some space for myself. Because I have very small eyelids and I want to create the illusion that there's still some more skin past here. Now I'm gonna go into this color right here. I got it in this little quad thing, but they sell it individually from Clinique, and it's a lid pop. It's called Petal Pop. I think it's really pretty. So I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna apply it with my ring finger. So I'm just gonna take my ring finger, and the first layer is just gonna be it by itself, and I'm gonna put it in the empty space that I left on my eye. It's not really like a cut crease because I feel like that's a little too harsh for spring, but there's definitely some like a subtle soft crease there. So it blends out really nicely and it kind of has like this gradient effect, but I want it more pink on the edge, so I'm going to take my ring finger and I'm gonna hit it with some setting spray. I totally missed the first time. Okay. So that backfired and it's now a little bit too gold on the edge. So I'm gonna go back into the palette, grab some orange and a touch of red. Just blend it out. So for the face, I want to keep it natural because, you know, it's springtime and you just want to look pretty when you're in a flower field, but not trample on flowers. So first, I'm going to take this tiny little Milk Makeup blur stick I got it as a sample, but I kind of really like it. And I'm just going to take it in the places where my pores are really big or I have some texture. So this is my forehead area, right around here where the nose hits. I don't think that it's good enough as a primer by itself, but I think if you layer it with other primers, it really works out. And it doesn't ball up underneath other primers. And then I'm going to go in with my Milk Hydro Grip because I want to stay hydrated and looking plump. So now I'm going to go in with my classic NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer in Alaska and just sort of put this like sheer layer everywhere. I'm not going to go in too heavy in one specific place with this. So just want an even base. Okay, so see, it's like a very light layer. You can still see some skin poking through because I want it to look natural. And we're only going to really conceal in places that we need it today. So if that's not your speed, feel free to conceal wherever you want. But next, I'm going to take my cream bronzer from Chanel. And I'm going to just lightly contour just to give my face some definition. I'm going in with this Sigma foundation brush F60. It's just a flat brush, and I'm just gonna pick little light strokes. So one there, and I'm gonna just take the tip and go down the sides of my nose. Alright, so now I'm gonna blend it out with the same brush, and I'm only gonna blend upwards and quickly. Now I'm going to take my ColourPop No Filter Concealer in, what color is this? I just got it. It's in the color Light 14, and I'm going to just take it lightly under my eye and right here in the middle, center of my nose. I don't know how people just do this and it's like a straight line. That's like almost impossible for me. And I'm going to let that sit for a little bit. I'm going to go in with my NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in 2.5, and I'm just going to put that right here in my chin area, right here where it's a little bit red, just a little bit, a touch, and on the sides of my nose. Now I'm going to go in with my Morphe M536 brush, and I'm just going to blend everything out, and I'm going to start from the under eyes, just very lightly and slowly so I don't get too many brush strokes. See, it's lifted. And now I'm just going to take that same sponge and just sort of go over everything to just blend it out one more time and really press it into the skin. So I'm going to go in to my Sephora Collection palette, and I'm going to go into the orange one. I'm going to take this Sephora blush brush. I'll link it down below. It's one of my favorites. And I'm going to go in really heavy with this. And I'm not going to tap it yet. Then I'm going to go into my Milani Baked Powder Blush in number 2, Rose Doro, and I think this is such a nice, like, rosy corally color. And then I'm going to blend it in with that as well. So now it's just this mess of... And then I'm just going to lightly go in and stroke upwards, because I really want this to be light, and just pull everything up. I know I look crazy right now, and I kind of look like one of those like creepy dolls, but I promise you it will look good later. So now I'm going to take this brush, I use it all the time, for contour, and I'm going to go into my Butter Bronzer, of course, and I'm going to heavily pack. For some reason my camera stopped recording, but I heavily packed it on, tapped a little bit off, and then I'm just going to go lightly underneath where I put my blush and just blend up. So the headband fell off, but I was just using it to keep my baby hairs back, and it almost did the job. So now I'm gonna go in back with my eyelash curler and curl my eyelashes again, and I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline Colossal Volume Express Waterproof Cat Eyes mascara, and I'm just gonna lightly coat my lashes. It's funny, when I was like, I'm gonna go in lightly, and it's like 7 coats. So now I'm gonna do the same with the other eye. So now I'm gonna go in with my Pixi eyeliner in a mauve color. I think it's called Marvelous Mauve. I don't know. It's rubbed off. And I'm gonna go in line from the outer half of my eye. So if you can see where sort of like the arch of my eyebrow starts, that's where I'm gonna start lining it. And I'm gonna make the outer part a little bit more fat than the other one because I'm gonna angle it up and do just like a little flick. I haven't created the flick yet. I do that part last because I want both sides to match. If you have monolids and you have trouble putting on eyeliner, my suggestion is that put it on and then look up, or tilt your head up and look down in the mirror, and then you can see where your line is, and that is my trick of how I get them even. So now I'm going to take a liner brush and I'm gonna go back into this eye pencil and just create a little flick. So I drew the line pretty far out, but don't worry, I'm gonna smudge it out. I feel with brown liner that there's a lot more forgiveness with mistakes, and so like clearly this wing is not the most perfect one, but I can always smudge it out, and especially since this is a pencil liner, you can manipulate it by just smudging it out or taking a blending brush and pushing it out, and that way you can still have a nice look. But yeah, for beginners I would suggest going with brown eyeliner because there's just a lot more room for mistakes. And I'm just gonna do the same thing with the other eye. Yay! So now I have some eyes. I'm gonna go in with these. I've worn them so many times. They are my Velour Effortless Barely There lashes. I'm gonna go in with some Duo Dark Tone Lash Glue. I'm just gonna lightly, like very light. And the only places that I'm gonna put a little bit more glue is at the tips, because I don't want those to lift off. Cool. I am a whole new person now. And now this whole new person is gonna go and do her dip brow pomade in dark brown and do my brows. I'm just gonna take a spoolie first to comb everything up. I just recently trimmed my eyebrows, so I'm not going in really heavy with this pomade. I'm just sort of creating the outline for my brow. I'm just shading everything in lightly. I've done that. But now I'm going to go in with my Brow Wiz to create a little bit more definition with my brows. So I'm just going to comb it up again and just place strokes in where I want it to fill in a little bit more. So now I'm going to take this small flat concealer brush and I'm going to go back into my NARS Soft Matte concealer that I was using earlier, and I'm just going to dip it in lightly so I can carve out my brows. Just oh so lightly, you know? And I normally only just do the corner and a little bit up here, lightly up here, and that's it. I just remember this, thank God, because I was like looking at my face and I'm like, something's missing. I'm going to go over with some bronzer and this Morphe R39 brush and just contour the sides of my nose. So now I'm going to go back into the mascara. I'm putting mascara just here on the bottom because I normally don't like to put eyeshadow down there because I wear contacts, and I find that, especially with my eyes, they just go into my contacts. So I find that waterproof mascara is a good alternative just to create some definition down there. Now I'm going to go in with my amrezy highlighter from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm going to use my fingers for this because I find that the placement for this is a little bit more natural for this. So I'm going to take it and just put a little bit on my nose right here. Take it lightly down the middle, above the lips, just at this little spot right here at the top. And now I'm going to take a new clean, I guess, pencil brush, right? And I'm going to dip it in and coat it really thoroughly because I'm going to be doing specific places for highlighter. So I'm gonna go to the top of where I put my like subtle cut crease and just put a line right there. Just sort of like when the light hits it, it'll pop a little bit more. And I'm gonna take a lot more and put it in the inner corner right here. And I'm just like going ham. And I'll just a tad right here in the corner of my eyebrow. And now I'm going to set everything with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. So first I'm going to take a lot into this blush brush by Real Techniques, really pack it on, and then I'm going to take the cap and tap it in there. And I'm just going to keep picking it up and tapping it down until there's kind of like an even layer on the brush, and just apply that everywhere. This is just like the first layer of powder. Alright, now that that's done, I'm going to take a little bit, I'm going to squeeze this brush, I'm going to take a little bit more powder onto it, this much, and put it where my wing starts and where it meets my under eye. Just brush it up. And that way it won't smudge. So now I'm going to take my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, and then I'm just going to take a clean sponge and just press it in. So lastly, I'm going to go in with my Sweet Tea liner from Morphe, and I'm going to just line the outer part of my upper lip. Just so when I put on this Generation G Leo lipstick, it'll give more definition to that area. There we go. So thank you for watching my video. It was super fun to do this look. I post twice a week, so be sure to check back Sunday for my other video. Oh no, wait, this is my Sunday video. Okay, so check back next Wednesday for my next video. Yes, but be sure to share this with your friends. If you guys are going to like Lake Elsinore or something, you know, this would look really cute with the poppies. So be sure to send them this look. Like, comment, subscribe, you know, do all that jazz, and it's super fun, and I will see you in my next video. Alright, bye!